I decided to stay home for like a long time. Now everyone's doing the same thing.
You're
Like, I just want to remind everyone I was doing this before it got hot. Welcome back to Allegedly with your hosts, Katie Girl and Dakota.
hey, welcome. Happy to be here.
Happy to have you.
So, I feel like in today's climate, it's just really necessary for us to do, a little spot check, see where we're at, see how things are going.
A little
Um,
wellness check.
yeah, a little wellness check. I feel like times are getting a little scary. So, I feel like it's worth just like seeing how we're doing. So how are you doing, Dak?
I still feel blessed.
Okay.
But things are different. I would say the thing that's really dragging my wellness down is the gyms being closed.
Yeah, absolutely. So with the gyms being closed, how have you changed your fitness regimen?
So, I mean, I'm trying. I tried to do like some stuff at the park. I've been going on super long runs and walks, which I was already doing before.
So yeah, my gym, like LA Fitness, is closed. Um, which is just, my heart and soul. My apartment gym is closed.
So, is it locked?
I haven't tried, but I've been making do with some good old fashioned at home workouts, and I've incorporated running into my routine, which, is just absolutely unheard of for me. A bitch does not run. So,
I've been noticing, honestly. I mean, I'm glad that I started running a lot more once the weather was getting warmer, but I mean, now it's going to be my entire focus. I've brought back my cheer. I've dusted off my pom-poms and I've started tumbling again.
I did see your little routine, your mat routine.
My
So
6, 7, 8.
you absolutely hit. So congratulations. Yeah, no, but I think it's kind of weird. Like, granted, at first I was kind of like, I mean, we, obviously made an episode where we were like, ooh, spooky, but like now, like, actually, yes, very
Just hitting the
spooky.
fan.
So it's pretty crazy, and I feel like life is just, absolutely changing really quick. My job is still like open for business. We are still attending work. And I think that will be the case forever indefinitely, but um
Right.
I think that, well, I'm moving, so I've had a few days off, and I have next week off, or this week. And so even just being at home packing my place, I'm like getting stir crazy.
Yeah, so like my lease is your lease up at the end of the month?
Yeah, my lease is, I have to be out by March 28th.
Okay, so likewise. But then at one point Trump said something about like no eviction, so I'm like, ooh, do I not have to pay my rent?
Oh,
Can I just stay? Can
the
I stay a little
scandal.
bit longer?
So this kind of like leads into a little bit of a crazy story that I've been just holding out to tell you.
Okay, wait, what happened?
Because it was kind of like, I don't know, wild. So a few days ago, my mom calls me because, as I've mentioned, moving in with the parents right on my birthday.
So
So
your roommate called.
please excuse me. My roommate called, and
Your froomy.
my froomy. um so she called me, and she tells me that someone in my dad's office is being tested for the coronavirus,
Ooh.
and it's someone who has come in close contact, I guess, with everyone in the office. So now my dad's office is all work from home while this gentleman is being tested for the virus.
Right.
So because of that, and because my job will not be shutting down, my mom basically called and told me that I needed to call my apartment and ask them if I could extend a month.
No way.
Um, yeah, and like part of me is was kind of like, are they just trying to get me to not move in?
You know what?
Like, sorry, we've got the coronavirus, so you cannot move in with us, Katie. Like, but no, so I called my apartment and they were like, sorry, your townhouse is already spoken for, like you may not stay.
I mean, I think technically you could stay if you wanted to.
I mean, I'm just not so sure that whenever Billy Bob comes knocking on my door,
You can just pull the Trump card.
we love a good Trump card. No, but so anyways, now while waiting for these test results, I have had to book a 3-week stay at an extended
Are
stay
you
America.
serious? Are you doing that?
Yeah, so I potentially will be living in the extended stay America, which, you know, is just super high class. It's got a kitchen though, so
Oh wow.
I guess that'll be nice. It did not look nice in the photos, but
Are you like, can you cancel that at any time, or are you
yeah,
paying
yeah,
on its
yeah.
time?
I can cancel it if the test comes back negative. I will still be moving in.
Okay, because I
On
was gonna say I'll just slide right in if you're back at home.
right. So yeah, so I can cancel it if the test comes back negative, but basically, yeah, 3 weeks potentially at the extended stay. I did decide though, because so I move out on Wednesday and my birthday is this Thursday. And so I was like, there is no way I am self quarantining on my birthday in an extended stay America. Like, that's just not the way I want to spend my birthday. And maybe that sounds like really bad and like high maintenance of me, but I booked a much nicer hotel in the Biltmore area to potentially self quarantine at for my birthday.
I mean, that's really the only way to celebrate at this point,
just
right?
just a little staycation. So
That
I'm gonna cancel that too if I can go stay with my parents. And I dropped Elliot off at their place, and when I walked inside, my mom had all this cake mix on the counter, and she's like, I'm gonna make you a birthday cake. Like, what kind of cake do you like? And I'm like, I'm a vanilla girl, but you know, I know that in this world, like, no one likes vanilla. I feel like but me,
hmm
so I can't be picky. And she she had yellow cake and chocolate cake, no vanilla. She was like, I will brave the stores for you. So
Oh, that's
that
nice.
was my little funny story.
I love.
So what is your living situation after
So
the 20?
here's my so mine is like the opposite. My mom wants me to come home every single day.
Right.
So she's been texting me and just be like, "Do you want to spend the end of the world with me?" and
Oh.
things like that. um so this is the thing is I like the plan was, which I feel like a lot of people don't know. So breaking news, I retired from my job. I'm
You
acquiring
retired.
a van. The plan is to like get this van built out and then travel for a year, like living in that partially. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now, I still have the van coming. Like I found a van that is like perfectly set up for van life. Like someone else like built it to where it has like extended fuel, like all this extra things that are just like helpful, and then
Right.
removed all the like things that are not needed and just cost extra money. So that's coming April 9th. And then the builders are still good to go, but it's all I'm still kind of trying to hold my cards a little bit with that, just so things may get cheaper, just so like they may need business. So I don't know, we'll see. But then also, like, is it irresponsible for me to like buy this, like, to invest this much money at this time? It's kind of a weird thing. It's almost like the best time and the worst time all in one like idea.
Yeah.
So
So
as of right now, the plan is to get this van and proceed with the build, which and kind of like couch surf, I guess, until it's done.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the life I've now chosen.
Honestly, so happy for you. Are you at all like nervous? I feel like are you considering like should I be traveling the country right now?
So I think that you know what's crazy is I think you know how you get advertisements for the things that you search and you follow.
Yeah.
So right now I am getting a lot of advertising for like van life companies that rent these things out, and they're like, hey, like what a better time to self quarantine other than in this van like out in the mountains, you know?
Okay, so you would just go in the mountains, which
But I think the reason that I did this in the first place is like for the experience of traveling and stuff, just because like
totally.
I've been working my whole life. But then also now,
Your whole life.
oh, well, you know what I mean? Like I haven't had a chance to have like a gap year or think something like that. You know
Okay, so
how
you
like that's
just
common in Europe?
absolutely you just need a break.
Right. I just needed a little time out. But
Right.
well, I'm saying I'm retiring, so like I'm not trying to time back in anytime soon.
Totally, totally, totally.
But I also think like I'm already a pretty frugal person, but I started getting to the point where like I started spending more on rent. I was like spending a lot more money on entertainment, and that was like a little bit new to me, to where now like I'm wanting to try to revert back to where I'm not working, so I am like investing in like experiences for myself, but also I want to try to get my monthly like expenses as low as possible, like push them down to like almost nothing, just because I own the van, like it's got solar, like I can almost like live quote unquote off the grid um for like a long time and just move around and like go hiking. It's just totally my vibe, you know.
Oh yeah, that is such a you thing to do. I feel like I mean, it's inevitable that I've got to spend a week in the van. Um and that needs to be more of like a vlog situation because
For sure.
I feel like I just like couldn't do it. So I give you props cuz you know, I really hate road trips and I don't know that I could live in a van. How are you going to shower, by the way?
uh, well, the plan was before the Rona to just shower in 24-hour fitnesses and then at like people's places that I know.
Copy. Copy.
Copy that.
Copy that.
Be that. So this is the thing. Before you ask me questions that I don't want you to ask me, is like I think everyone can think of all the cons. Like I understand the cons. Like I can think of 1,000 of them, but I don't think for me in the way that like I can live, it outweighs the pros. You know, like
Okay,
how would you do this? How would you do that? How would you do laundry? Well, I'll just go to a laundromat. You know what I mean? Like
that's fair.
all of those like questionable things. I've thought of like the things that make life easier, but it would be harder just living in a van. Like
Yeah.
I got all that down.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Well, I won't challenge you. I feel like you've definitely thought it through. I think that you have the potential to become the next dean from The Bachelor, which is very exciting. Congratulations.
I'm, I don't know who Dean is, but he must be a great guy.
He's hashtag van life as well.
So the other thing too is what I want to try to do, because like I can't see myself leaving Denver for very long periods of time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, or at least like I think I'd always come back here. My plan for income, like just in the meantime, to prolong this experience before I like maybe have another reality check and come back to reality. Is to try to do DoorDash from my bike, which is just like me trying to like boost my cardio engine as much as I can while also like um I don't know, making some extra money. But then business is booming now with the corona and everyone's staying at home, so I'm just going to be biking around the ghost town delivering people's food.
You're just gonna be biking and biking and biking. I heard that now you can, at least on Postmates, you can like turn on a selection to just leave the food at your front door so there's no
I think,
interaction.
well, as a Grub hubby, um you have to leave it at the door.
Oh, well, that's nice. No kidnapping.
Exactly.
Which is just
But
always the most concerned thing that I have in my life.
I know. Well, I haven't hit day one yet at work, but I was waiting for it to get a little sunnier out. But I mean, I think I need to get started. I feel like I can make a fortune right now
Honestly,
with everyone
you gotta
staying at
hustle.
home. I know. So,
There, I mean,
um,
have you already like put in an application?
yeah, I already have the application. I have my I got mail from it, so like I have a bag and a credit card to pay for everything.
Love that.
Yep. So like I've set it all up.
Oh, so you're good to go whenever.
Yeah, like I'm ready to. I just have to activate my card and then get on my bike, put on a helmet, and start going.
Honestly, safety first, always wear a helmet.
I know. But yeah, I think we'll see. Van
Yeah.
life, Grubhub, bike life.
Extended America or whatever it's called for
So this is
America.
what's crazy is like I kind of initiated all of this. Like I retired, I got all these I've been meeting with builders. Like I have
Yeah.
a van that's coming, and I've just been kind of like taking it a day at a time. And now the craziest thing with like what's going on with the Rona is like now everyone else is taking it a day at a
Oh,
time.
like
Now everyone else is like at home. So like I decided to stay home for like a long time. Now everyone's doing the same thing.
you're
Like
like
I just want to remind everyone I was doing this before it got hot.
you're trendy. You are essentially an influencer. I think that it's kind of crazy though, like all jokes aside to think about it is like I feel as though most people were living such a fast-paced life and no one was taking
Mm-hmm.
the time to slow down and like not that this is the reason that we want to have to slow down, but it's kind of forced a lot of people. Like I mean some companies like mine like are not slowing down, but I think that like there are a lot of people who are work from home and they are now forced to kind of slow down. And also, while I've seen a lot of jokes about like people coming out of the quarantine 75 pounds heavier, I've also
I
seen
know.
on the flip side, I've also seen so many more posts that are like very pro fitness, pro health, which I think is good and encouraging.
Totally agree.
So,
You know I'm all about that.
me too. I love the fit life.
I'm all about it, but like you're probably not gonna get a reply on that 10 push-up challenge.
Honestly, the fact that you didn't do the 10 push-up challenge really makes me upset. And what makes me more upset, other than the fact that, I mean, some people did it, but the people who didn't do it, I'm like, I did that on day 4 at the end of the day of my fast mimic diet. Like,
I know.
I was tired and I did it well, more than twice because the first time I did it, I forgot to hit record on, on the camera. So, anyways, I'm ashamed that you didn't jump in on that, but
I
maybe
know. I
maybe next week we'll have like a jumping jack challenge or something.
we'll have to think of something.
a,
I
a
just have
silly face challenge.
yeah, I'm not good at I don't know what to call it, but it just like a little showman like trying to I don't know, perform in a moment.
You literally just posted backflips on your story. Don't say that you're not good at performing. I don't know what you're talking about. That is
That's
absurd.
true. That's true.
Ooh, sounds like someone's got to get their push up on.
Oh, we'll see.
All right. Well, I hope that everyone is staying safe, staying healthy, washing their hands, just doing the basics. Like, even if you're not in the groups that are considered high risk, think about those who are around you, your family, etc. So, I think that's all for today, right?
Yeah, that was great.
All right. Well, I had a great time too. So, as always, please remember to subscribe, share on your Instagram story, share on your Twitter, share wherever you'd like. Follow us on Instagram at allegedly Katie Dakota. Personal for me, at kt.hen. Dakota is at Dakota Etheridge. We will see you in the next one.